Namaste. Hope my audio is clear. Whoever has already joined, can you please send a comment that my audio is clear? Thank you for joining. Namaskarams to all. Can you please confirm my audio is clear and my video is also clear by sending a comment? Okay, the audio is clear. Is the video clear as well? Please confirm. Okay, thank you for confirming. Let us start in a couple of minutes. Let us wait for others also to join in. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Apara Karuna Sindhum Jnanadam Shantarupinam Shri Chandrasekhara Gurum Pranamami Mudanvaham Jivan Mukti Mahananda Sakshi Bhutaya Yogine Mahaswami Kanishtaya Shivaryaya Namostute. Om Namo Bhagavate Ramanaya Yogiram Surat Kumar Jaya Gururaya. Raka Chandra Samana Kanti Vadana Nakadhirajastuta Mukhanamapi Kurvati Suradhuni Nikasha Vagbhaibhavam Shri Kanchi Nagari Bihara Rasika Shokapahantri Satam Yeka Punya Parampara Pashupate Rakarini Rajate. Namaskarams to everybody. With the abundant blessings from Ishwaran and from all the Guru Acharyas from Guru Parampara, I begin this presentation on a very important topic called Guru Mahima and Guru Bhakti. This is something which every one of us have to pay attention to. Some of us might already have a guru, a family guru or an individual guru. Let us also understand why is it important to have a guru. what do we mean by Guru's grace or Guru's Anugraham? What does real Guru Bhakti mean? What does real Guru Bhakti look like? Some examples from our scriptures and puranas. And I'll be ending with a very important section called Guru Padhuka Mahima, the significance of Guru Padhuka. Let me start with the meaning of the word Guru, the Shabdam Guru. Guru is a Sanskrit word in which Gu means darkness and Ru means removal of darkness. So what does this mean? All of us humans are immersed in this darkness called ignorance. So Guru will come and remove this ignorance by giving us the right knowledge. So that's the first meaning of the Shabdam Guru. The next interpretation is Guru means heavy, profound. What does this mean to us? All of us need to give a very important, great importance to Gurus in everybody's life. With the help of Guru, we will be able to reach Ishwaran. We will be able to realize Bhagavan's blessings only with the help of a Guru. There is a popular shloka which goes, Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Guru comes and removes this ignorance, darkness called ignorance or Maya, in which we are all drowned into. How does he do? There is an Anjana called knowledge. So Guru comes and applies this knowledge and opens all of our eyes. That's what the shloka means. He opens each one of our eyes by giving us the right knowledge. Let us consider this situation. Let's just consider that we are entering a room which is very dark. There is no light inside. And there is a rope-like thing that is on the ground. So we will get scared, right? Immediately by looking at the rope. We will imagine the rope to be a snake because it is just twisty-turvy in the darkness. We are not very sure what it is. But when somebody comes and switches on the light, we are able to identify it is not a snake, it is just a rope. But in the darkness, we were all very scared, imagining the rope to be a snake. This is a very popular example in Vedanta. Likewise, Guru comes into each of our lives and puts on that light called Jnana, or gives us that light of knowledge and tells us the world is a Maya. Jagat Mithya Brahma Satyam, is it? So Guru comes and tells us the world is Maya and let us not get drowned into that too much, and he gives us the right knowledge to cross this world of samsara. Lord Dakshinamurti is considered as the Adi Guru or the primal Guru. He is always in meditation, right? There is a shloka that's written by Bhagavad Padal which says, that is the Dakshinamurti Stotra, and the first stanza is very beautiful. Maunavyakya prakatita parabrahma tattvam yuvanam varshishtham te vasadrishiganairavritam brahmanishtaihi acharyendram karakalita chinmudram anandamurtim swatma ramam muditavadanam Dakshinamurti Mide. So what does this shloka say? Lord Dakshinamurti is constantly in meditation. He is not talking anything. Maunavyakya prakatita parabrahma tattvam yuvanam. He is a yuva, he is a young man sitting in meditation, but yet he is able to communicate everything in that silence. The profound silence of Dakshinamurti is more vocal than his talk. That's what it says. So he doesn't have to open his mouth and give us any upadesha. That is not needed, because he is able to communicate whatever is needed by his profound silence. So that itself gives us the meditative state by looking at the picture of Lord Dakshinamurti or praying to Lord Dakshinamurti. The second line says, Varshishtamte vasad drishiganai avritam brahmanishtaihi. Lord Dakshinamurti, who is a very young person, is surrounded by great and old sages called Sanaka, Sanatana, Sanandana, Sanatkumarar. So the great sages and rishis are surrounding Lord Dakshinamurti and waiting to receive the Upadesha from Lord Dakshinamurti. They're all in Brahmanishtai, which means they are ever established in that Parabrahma state or that sthiti. That's what the second line says. The third line, which goes Acharyendram Karakalita Chinmudram Anandamurtim. Acharya is constantly having the chin mudra and he is in that meditative state. Hello? Ram Ram. Paniyachu. Point irukku. இவா எல்லாரும் பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கா? யா என்னோட ரிலேட்டிவ்ஸ் பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கா? பாருங்கோ. யா ஷூர். Sorry. Hope my audio and video are clear. Please let me know if the video or audio is not clear. So we were in the third line, right? Acharyendram Karakalita Chinmudram Anandamurtim. He is holding this chin mudra in his right hand and he is an Anandamurti. He is not having a very serious face. Even though he is in meditation, he is having a very smiling face which is spreading anandam or spreading happiness to all the devotees. The last line says, Swatma Ramam Muditavadanam Dakshinamurti Mide. He is ever established in that Atman. He is meditating, he has realized his own self, and one who is having a very happy face. Muditavadanam is one who is having a happy face. That Dakshinamurti, I salute to that Adi Guru called Lord Dakshinamurti. This is a very beautiful paragraph, the first stanza of Dakshinamurti Stotra. Next, all of us would have a question, right? How do we identify a Guru? Guru also looks like all of us. They also eat. They also have a similar lifestyle. But the major difference between us, common people, and Guru is that they are Jivan Muktas who are ever established in that Brahmanishtai. So what do we mean by Jivan Muktas here? Even though they are in this body, they are alive in this body, they have attained mukti or liberation. Whereas all of us pray for liberation after this janma or after our death. But Guru or Jivan Muktas who are alive as well as have attained this liberation. So what does that mean to us? They don't have any raga dvesham. They don't have any differences or attachment or speciality to anybody. They consider their own people as the same. They consider rich and poor as the same. Learned and unlearned as the same. Everybody is the same to Gurus. Even animals, birds, Ramana Maharishi in his lifetime treated animals also equally to his devotees. So he had a cow called Lakshmi who was very dear to Bhagavan Ramana Maharishi, and there used to be monkeys who visit Ramana Maharishi, birds, sparrows, all these living creatures are considered equally. They are treated with the same attitude as other devotees. So they don't have any speciality towards anybody. That's the major difference, and they are ever established in that Parabrahma Swarupam. They might be interacting with devotees, they might be performing Abhisheka. Kanchi Mahaswamigal, once he was walking in a road going to give darshanam to a village, but he was in that Parabrahma sthiti. He didn't even realize who was prostrating on the floor. By mistake he just stepped on that person. So that's when he told his volunteer, please inform me when somebody is prostrating, because even though he is walking, he is in that sthiti called Parabrahma sthiti. They are in that very meditative state, not seeing any differences or raga dvesham. So that is the definition of a Guru, I would say. They are Jivan Muktas who are ever established in that Parabrahma sthiti. they also have this Ekatva Tattvam. What is this Ekatva Tattvam? Oneness, one reality in many forms. There could be many jivas, there could be many devotees around them, but they just see only one reality. What is that one reality? That's nothing but the Parabrahman. That's the highest Advaita Tattva. They see Parabrahman in each and every jivas that are around us. That is the Ekatva Tattvam, one reality in many forms. So a lot of people ask us, in Hindu Sanatana Dharma, we worship many gods and goddesses in many forms and names. Why is that? Is there any unity? Is it unity among us? Of course, there is a unity among us. It is not because of differences among the Astikas. The reason is God has made it easier in such a way that whoever wants to worship Muruga can worship Muruga. Whoever wants to worship Ambal or Devi can worship Ambal. So Ishwaran gives that ultimate liberty to worship any god, any form in Hindu Sanatana Dharma according to their personality. In village, if you go, they worship Veerappan Swami, Mariamman. So depending on the attitude or bhava of the devotee, we have got many gods and goddesses who are ultimately the same single reality or the Parabrahma. The names could be different, the forms could be different, the Rupam could be different. One could look aggressive, one could have a Shanta Swarupam. But ultimately, the Tattvam or the Anugraham they are giving us is the same, is the one and the same. That is the Ekatva Tattvam. Now, why do we need to approach a Guru? Not for any magic to happen. We don't approach a Guru to learn any siddhis or magic. Ashtama siddhis are all there. Some people practice that. But here, the spiritual Guru is not meant for that. Is not meant to teach us any miracle or magic or siddhis. Whereas, the Guru, the spiritual Guru that we go to is there to teach us the highest knowledge of this Janma called Atma Jnanam. So when you take a human birth, right from the birth of a child, there is a Guru associated with everybody. Right from the birth, the child has got the parents as his or her Guru, the first Guru, and then you have got the elders in the family as Guru. You have got teacher. When the child goes to a school, the teacher is worshipped as a Guru. And then you have got, when the child goes to college, the professor is treated as a Guru. And when we start working, the boss or the immediate manager is considered as a Guru, because they are the ones who mentor us, who guide us, isn't it? So we have got Guru in each and every phase of our life. But here, the spiritual Guru has to be given the foremost importance. We need to spend time, we need to keep praying to Ishwaran to give us the spiritual Guru, because they are capable to show us the true meaning of this birth and also help us cross this ocean called samsara. Because when you take a human birth, it is not always a bed of roses. There will be difficult times, there will be challenges. Not everybody will have good things happening in their lives always. Otherwise, why do we have a human birth? To have both good and bad times. Otherwise, we wouldn't have born in this earth. So, when we are born in this earth, we need a spiritual Guru to guide us, especially in tough times. So, when you think of everybody's life, when you imagine everybody's life, only when we get a difficult situation, we go to Ishwaran, we go to Guru, we go and do Sharanagati, right? When we are having good times, we don't generally worship that much. The intensity is not that much. Whereas, when we are in adversity, when we are having some trouble in life, we go and do complete surrender to Guru or Ishwaran. So, the spiritual Guru is there to guide us during tough times, especially how to have a balanced state of mind, how to treat good things as well as bad things equally. And Guru is mainly there to bless us with peace of mind or manashanti. Manashanti is very, very essential to everybody, to cross this samsara. So manashanti, Guru is bestowing us manashanti, and then Guru gives us clarity. There is a famous Tirumular Tirumandiram which says, Telivu Guruvin Tirumeni Kandal, Telivu Guruvin Tirunamam Seppal, Telivu Guruvin Tiruvartai Ketal, Telivu Guru Uru Sindittal Dane. So this is in Tamil, written by Tirumular. What does this say? Guru gives us the clarity in life. Clarity in what? Clarity in mind, clarity in what you speak, clarity in words, clarity in thoughts. So clarity is something which is crucial in everybody's life. So this shloka means when you see a Guru, you get that clarity in Guru's Sannidhi. The second line says, you chant the Nama of the Guru, which gives you that clarity. And then the third line says, you follow the Upadesha, preaching of Guru. That is the most important of all. It is not enough to just go attain a Guru, but you need to follow the Upadesha or the preachings told by your Guru. So that's what the third line says. Telivu Guruvin Tiruvartai Ketal, Telivu Guru Uru Sindittal Dane. So the Telivu or the clarity comes to us by Guru's grace. And Abhayam, or removing the fear of death. This is an important aspect, especially for aged people. When you cross a certain age limit, the fear of death comes to all of us. Even though we don't show it outside, but it's there innate. Whereas with the help of Guru's grace, we are able to overcome the fear of death only by mere grace of Guru's Sannidhi. So there is a popular Kriti written by Gopala Krishna Bharati, which reiterates the fact that Guru removes the fear of death or gives abhayam. Bhavabayangalai pokigavar, Bhavabayangalai pokigavar, Paramapadatte kodupar, Bhavabayangalai pokigavar, Paramapadatte kodupparanda Shivaloka Nathanai kande Sevithiduvom variraye Shivaloka Nathanai kande. What does this beautiful Kriti say? Bhava bhayangalai pokiyavar paramapadathai kodupar. What does this mean? He removes the fear, any kind of fear. Fear of death is the most stressful one could face, and all of us face at some point. So he removes the fear of death. He removes any kind of fear when you do Sharanagati at Guru's feet. And he also bestows us Paramapadam. That is the highest Purushartha called Moksha. So we have Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, Purusharthas, right? 4 Purusharthas. Guru is capable of bestowing us with the highest Purushartha called Moksha. So we have Guru who bestows us with Manashanti, clarity in words, thoughts and deeds, and then removing any kind of fear. And finally, giving us the highest knowledge called Atma Jnanam. There is a famous shloka that comes in Viveka Chudamani, written by Bhagavad Padal, which says, Arthasya nischayo drishto vicharena hitoktitaha nasnanena nadanena pranayama shatena va. How can you understand the meaning of this birth or the tattva? It is possible only with Guru's grace. It is not possible by going and getting a dip in holy rivers. It is not possible by doing virtuous deeds or doing dana dharma. It is not possible. It is also not possible by doing great yoga abhyasa or doing pranayama. So these are all good things, but these are all not sufficient to understand the true meaning of life or true meaning of this human birth. Whereas it is possible only by the grace of Guru. That is what this beautiful shloka written by Bhagavad Padal says. So next we come to the next section called Guru Bhakti and Guru Upasana. What do we mean by Guru Bhakti? Attaining a Guru, you can't really plan, okay, next year I'm going to get a Guru for my life. Next year I will go see my Guru. It is not possible. It doesn't work that way. You need to constantly pray to Ishwaran to give us a good Guru in life. You have your prayers constantly doing. You do that. One day, definitely, you will get that Guru. That earning has to be there. How an 8-year-old Adi Shankaracharya, an 8-year-old boy, he travelled from Kaladi to Madhya Pradesh, Narmada Nadi Tira, to meet his Guru Govinda Bhagavad Padal. Similarly, the earning has to be there in each one of us to go attain the lotus feet of Guru. How the 8-year-old boy, without any fear, without any expectation, leaving the family, he just travelled from south to north and finally met his Guru Govinda Bhagavad Padal. Similarly, the Guru also waits for the disciple. It is not just the Sishya earns to get a Guru. It is mutual. That's what the Shastra says. It is two-way. Govinda Bhagavad Padal also travelled from Kashi and reached Madhya Pradesh and waited for this young Adi Shankaracharya and he waited to have him as his disciple. So it is always mutual. I am also reminded of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa and Vivekananda. They are the divine pairs. Guru Sishya, so much Guru Sishya rapport, and the best example of a divine pair, I would say. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, lot of times in ecstasy, he used to go and shout, "Where is my disciple? Where is my Sishya? Have you born yet? Please come to me. I am waiting for you." So these were the exact words generally used by Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, waiting for Narendranath or Vivekananda, popularly called as. So Vivekananda also had that earning. Vivekananda used to go and ask everybody in Kolkatta, "Have you seen God? Have you seen God? I want to see God. Have you seen God?" That's when one British English professor mentioned, there is a Guru called Ramakrishna Paramahamsa in Dakshineshwar. In Dakshineshwar, everybody says he has seen Kali herself, Devi herself. So you have to go meet him. So when the right time comes, how a fruit in a tree, when it is ripened, it automatically falls off. You don't have to go pluck, putting any effort. A good ripened fruit, how it falls from a tree by itself. Similarly, a matured, a ripened Sishya will get the Guru by himself automatically with Ishwara Anugraham. That's what they say. So what we need to do from our end, keep praying, keep having that faith, keep praying to Ishwaran to give you a Guru. If you have already gotten a Guru, do Sharanagati at his feet. Visit the Guru periodically, do Bhiksha Vandana, do whatever Kainkaryam or Seva that is possible for you. So coming to Guru Bhakti, in one word, Sharanagati is what Guru Bhakti is, in simple terms. So we all know power of attorney, right? For all the properties, we give power of attorney to somebody else. Similarly, we have to give the power of attorney of our life to our Guru. So he will take care of us. He will do the right things for us at the right time. So the acceptance comes in Guru's Sannidhi. Whatever happens, you just accept it as the blessing from a Guru. Even during tough times, you have a good matured perspective to accept that adversity also as a blessing. That's the highest level of maturity one can attain, only with the help of Ishwaran and Guru. So even adversity is accepted as a blessing or Anugraham from Guru. Why? Because only during tough times we go and surrender at the feet of Guru. the intensity gets so much only during times of adversity, because we need to come out of it as soon as possible. So we do all sorts of prarthana, we go and meet Guru multiple times, we do whatever good things we can, so that adversity itself is a blessing in disguise, I would say. There is a popular shloka which reiterates this fact. Durlabham trayame vaitat devanugraha hetukam manusyatvam mumukshutvam mahapurusha samshrayaha. What does this mean? Three things are very difficult in life to attain. First thing, human birth, manushyatvam. Secondly, mumukshutvam, desire to know the truth. And thirdly, satsangam of great sages and gurus. So these three things are really difficult to attain, and only with the grace of Ishwaran we will be able to be born as a human. So all of us need to be grateful now because we are born as humans. So Guru or Ishwaran have given us an opportunity in this lifetime to realize the truth, to realize the Parabrahman. So we are born as a human. Like Manika Vachakar says, Pullagi Pudai Puduvai Maramagi, Palvirigamagi Paravayai Pambagi, Kalai Manidarai Peyai Ganangalai, Vallassuraragi Munivarai Devarai, Sella and Indra Tavara Sangamatul, Yella Pirapum Piraindeleten Yemperuman. So he says, we were born as different beings. Finally, we are born as human in this birth. So we need to really capitalize and make use of it. The second thing is desire to know the truth. So all of us are in this beautiful satsangam. Why? We want to hear about Guru. We want to hear about good things. We want to listen to good things. We want to focus our mind, concentrate on good things, because there are so many distractions that are available these days. But still, all of us earn for that good things to listen to, good things to talk. So that's mumukshutvam in simple terms. And Mahapurusha Samshrayaha, satsangam with great sages. Once a devotee of Shri Muralidhara Swamigal went to Swamiji and asked, Swamiji, I have a doubt. What if Bhagavan comes before me and ask me, please ask a boon to me. So what should I ask? I'm really confused. For that, Swamiji rightly replied, you don't have to ask for wealth, fame, prosperity, health. All these are not needed. You ask for satsangam, good satsangam with sages and gurus. So that will take you, that will give you all that is needed to cross this worldly life, which is a beautiful answer. So, the Guru Bhakti, we are talking about Guru Bhakti, right? There is a beautiful example from Adi Shankaracharya's life. Adi Shankaracharya had 4 main disciples, Padmapadar, Mandana Mishrar, Hasta Malakar, and then Totakacharya, Totakar. So they were all waiting, these 3 people, Padmapadar, Mandana Mishrar and Hasta Malakar were waiting in a class. They were waiting for Bhagavad Padal to start some class. But Totakar didn't turn up yet. Totakar used to do a lot of Guru Seva. All he knew was Guru Seva, Guru Kainkaryam. He used to wash the clothes of Bhagavad Padal. He used to take care of all that is needed by Bhagavad Padal. So he was busy doing some service to Guru. He didn't turn up yet. So Bhagavad Padal was waiting for Totakar to come to start the class. Meanwhile, the other 3 Sishyas, who were also Brahmanishtas and very knowledgeable, but they had a thought in their minds, which Bhagavad Padal, the Shiva Swarupa Bhagavad Padal read their minds. So what they thought about, they thought, why is our Guru waiting for Totakar? He is anyway not going to understand these high funda chapters or lessons that our Guru is going to teach today. Why is he unnecessarily waiting for Totakar? That's what the other 3 were thinking in their minds. But Bhagavad Padal himself is Shiva Swarupam. So he knew, he read their minds. When Totakar was running and coming to the class, just by Sankalpa Dikshai or Smarana Dikshai, he blessed Totakar with the highest knowledge. Totakar ran to the class As soon as he reached the class, he started singing the Totakashtakam, which has the highest knowledge that anyone can give us. Vidita kila shastra sudha jalade mahitopanishad kathitarthanide hridaye kalage vimalam charanam Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam. Likewise, there were 8 stanzas in Totakashtakam sung by Totakacharya. So, what does this teach us? When you sincerely do Guru service without expecting anything in return, Guru bestows us with the right knowledge, highest knowledge possible. You don't have to read great books. You don't have to. Totakar has not read Upanishad. Totakar had not read any great books. But by the Sankalpa Diksha made by Bhagavad Padar, Totakar turned out to be a great Jnani, and he had composed many songs after that. So that's a very good example of Guru Bhakti, which we all need to remind ourselves with. Next, we have another beautiful example from Ramayana. So, reading the scriptures and Puranas give us great inspirations. We have got the Sabari Moksha story, right, from Ramayana. So, in Sabari's story, Sabari used to live in a forest, and Matanga Rishi came there once for doing japa, and Matanga Munivar was constantly coming to a particular place and doing the japa every day. Our Sabari observed this, and by observing Matanga, she wanted to clean that place and keep it very clean for Matanga Munivar to do his japa. So once Matanga Munivar leaves, Sabari used to go there and clean all the places where Matanga used to sit and meditate. So this was happening every day. But Sabari did not come out and inform Matanga that I was the one who was doing it. So that's what we need to understand. She didn't have any ego. So whereas we need to give up ego or ahankaram at Guru Sannidhi. We should not have the thought that I am doing it. I am doing great Guru service. I have learned so much. I know these many things. That ahankaram should not be there in first place. So Sabari was doing that service selflessly. One day Matanga asked his devotees, who is coming and cleaning my place every day? It's always clean the next day when I come. I want to know who is doing this service. So the disciples found out that it's Sabari who is doing it, and they took Sabari to Matanga Munivar, but she was very scared. So Sabari is a tribal woman. She used to eat meat, whatever she gets from the forest. But just by observing Matanga Munivar, she became very sattvic in her lifestyle, in the way she eats also. So they say in spiritual sadhana, it is very important that we eat sattvic food in quality and quantity also. It is very important for any spiritual sadhak. So Sabari became very sattvic. She started eating only fruits and vegetables that she got from the forest. So just by observing the Guru, she got so much knowledge. So understand the power of Guru Sannidhi. The aura, the vibration that it transmits is matchless. Any books or any YouTube videos that cannot match the power of Guru Sannidhi, that has the power to give you to transform you totally as a person. So that's what it did for Sabari also. So when Matangar was in deathbed, he was giving Diksha to all the disciples. Finally, he called out Sabari. She was hiding and standing because she was very scared to come and stand before that great sage Muni called Matanga Rishi. So finally, when Matanga Rishi called Sabari, she went and stood before him. He asked, "What do you want, Sabari? Ask me anything." Sabari said, "I don't want anything, Swami. I just want to serve you till the last breath. That's the only desire that I have." How selfless, how nice. So when she told like that, Matanga Munivar gave Rama Nama Diksha to Sabari. He said, "I will give you a Nama Japam, Nama. You keep chanting that Nama one day Ramachandra Murthy himself will come and knock at your door. So that's the blessing Matangar gave her. So he said, you keep chanting Rama 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 Rama. Sabari also started chanting. When she asked the meaning of this word Rama, Matangar said, you don't have to understand any meaning. When Ramachandra Murthy one day comes and stands before your house, you will understand the meaning then. Till then, you just keep chanting Rama, 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 Rama. You can chant the name when you sleep. You can chant when you're cooking. You can chant when you're before going to bed, when you're doing any household, when you're working, when you're driving. There is no restriction for this Rama Namam. So, she was chanting this Rama Namam for 12 continuous years. She didn't lose any patience meanwhile. She had a strong belief in Guru's words. So that's the lesson that we need to take from Sabari's life history. She had a very strong belief. She was patient enough and she followed the Guru Upadesha and chanted this Ramanama 24/7 continuously without any break. One day what happened? 12 years later. So meanwhile, Sabari used to tell the kids who were playing in that area, so when you find somebody with kotanda, with bow and arrow, please come and tell me. I'm waiting for somebody called Ramachandra Murthy Ishwara who usually has this bow and arrow. So she instructs those children who are playing there, please come and inform me when somebody comes that way. I'm waiting for Ramachandra Murthy. So likewise, 12 years she waited. Finally, one day these kids are running and coming to Sabari. They say, party, party, yaro vandrika vasal, vandu paru. Like, somebody has come with bow and arrow. Please come out, please come out. That's what the children are shouting. When Sabari comes out of the house and sees, she had a beautiful divine vision of Ramachandra Murthy, the Kodandapani with Karuna Kataksham, full of compassion, who is wearing the Mara Uri, that is trees, who are wearing the wooden dresses, with Lakshmana, with Mukara Vindam, with happy face, with Koti Surya Prakasham. The Tejasvi Ramachandra Murthy along with Lakshmana Swami is coming and standing before Sabari. What can Sabari ask? She is speechless. She is in happy tears. Jaya 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 Janaki Kanta Jaya Sadhu Jana Vinota Jaya Tu Mahimananda Jaya Bhagyavanda Samagana Vilola Sadhu Jana Paripala Kamidartha Vidartha Kirti Samjata Soma Surya Prakasha Sakala Lokadisha Shri Maharaguvira Sindhu Kambira Jaya 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 Janaki Kanta Jaya Sadhu Jana Vinota Jaya Tu Mahimananda Jaya Bhagyavanda Jaya Jaya. So she's speechless, she is in happy tears. She says, Rama, Rama, thank you so much. You have come to meet this tribal woman. Have you come all the way? You have left Sita. You are in worry, but still you have come all the way to meet this helpless Sabari. She is so speechless. And Ramachandra Murthy comes and gives her the highest blessing called moksha. She directly goes to moksha. Can you imagine a tribal woman who is not learned, who is not rich, who doesn't know any Upanishad, who doesn't know Veda Vedanta, but she attained liberation. Why? The true faith, the true Guru service and belief in Guru's Upadesha. She kept chanting the Rama Nama that was given by Matanga Munivar. So this is a very beautiful example from our scripture. which says Guru Bhakti, Guru Kainkaryam, true belief can take you to places. So the next topic is Guru Upasana. What does this word Upasana mean? Upa means sitting, Upasana means sitting near. When you have a physical guru, some of us are fortunate to have met gurus in person, physically. Likewise, when you are lucky to have a guru in Sthula Rupam, in a physical form, we have to go and meet the guru as much as possible whenever the chances come to us. Because, as I said already, Guru Sannidhi has a special vibration, special aura they call. That vibration can give you positivity, can transform you from a normal person to highly matured person. You don't have to listen to all these many discourses. You don't have to read tough books in Vedanta. But when you go to a guru's place, Guru's Sannidhi, and be there, be present, and do service in whatever way you can, selflessly, that can give you 3x, 4x times of what you originally asked for. You might have asked for just one house, but the Guru's blessing can give you 2-3 houses also. Just an example, worldly example. So the point here is the Guru's Sannidhi has so much positivity that is ever transmitting to the disciples. Let us consider an example. There is a magnet, there is an iron. When you keep this magnet and this iron piece within the magnetic field, what does it do? It gets attracted to each other, isn't it? Likewise, only when the magnet and iron are within the magnetic field, it has the capability to get attracted to each other. Similarly, I am not saying Guru's blessing is not there outside his Sannidhi. It is there. Every Guru is present in Sukshmam, in subtle form, everywhere. He is all pervasive. So, Kanchi Paramacharya, Sringeri, Swamigal, lot of Gurus are not alive today. But they are all alive in subtle form. That we need to understand. So, we are praying before a photo frame of Guru. Let's imagine. You just imagine Guru is present there when you chant his Nama. Have that attitude. So he is there in his subtle form and giving his blessings. But when you get an opportunity to meet the Guru when he is alive, so we have Sringeri Sannidhanam, Mahasannidhanam, we have Kanchi, Vijayendra Saraswati Swamigal. We have got lot of Gurus. So we need to go meet them periodically, do Bhiksha Vandanam, get their blessings in that Sannidhi. That Sannidhi has great power to transform. So you've got Wi-Fi connection, right? All of us, most of us might have Wi-Fi connection at home or at office places. Only when you are in that network range, Wi-Fi is connected to our devices. When you are moving out of, let's say, when you move out of the house, when you move out of your office, you are not able to connect to that Wi-Fi network. What does that say? Connection lost. Please come into that range. So this is a very practical example of how that Guru's Sannidhi, Guru Upasana, sitting near the Guru will transform an individual to understand the greatest knowledge, the very purpose of this human birth. Bhagavan Ramana Maharishi has written this beautiful song called Akshara Manamalai, a wedding garland with letters, praising Arunachala mountain. So Arunachala is Guru for Bhagavan Ramana Maharishi. Ramana didn't have any physical Guru, whereas the mountain, the Achala mountain, Arunachalam itself became Guru for Ramana Maharishi. So we also need to understand there is no standard prototype or standard definition for a Guru. Guru can come in the form of Ishwaran himself for somebody. Guru can come in the form of mountain, Arunachala mountain for somebody like Ramana Maharishi. Guru can come in the form of a book like Bhagavad Gita became a Guru for somebody. For Arjuna, Bhagavad Gita Upadesham happened in the war field from Lord Krishna. So what we need to understand, there is no standard prototype. Don't stereotype. Okay, Guru has to be this. Guru has this much criteria. 1, 2, 3. Only when all these criteria are matched, he is a Guru. No, it doesn't work that way. Guru can be in any form, physical form, subtle form, can be in the form of a book, Upadesha, Mahavakya Upadesham, in the form of a mountain, or Ishvara himself can be a Guru for some people. It depends. So, coming back to this Akshara Manamalai, there is a beautiful song which says, காந்தமிரும்பு போல் கவர்ந்தனை விடாமல் கலந்தனோடிருப்பாய் அருணாச்சலம் அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சல சிவ அருணாச்சலம். Smarana Arunachala. Just by thinking of Arunachala, one attains Mukti. So what does this song say? Gandham irumbu pol kavarndene vidamal. Arunachala, like how a magnet and an iron piece get attracted to each other. Please get attracted to me and please don't leave me. Layamaide noda. Adavadhu, merge with me, merge within me, and please don't leave me. Always be attracted to me like a magnet and an iron piece. How these two get attracted. A very beautiful song which reiterates what Guru Bhakti means. Coming to the next topic, Guru Anugraham. Lot of us will have this question. How do I realize I've got the grace of a Guru? I've got the Anugraham from Guru or Ishvara. Smaranam, or the effort itself, is Guru Anugraham. Smaranam of what? Smaranam means remembering. Remembering God. Remembering Guru itself is possible only by the grace of Guru. Because we're all having so much work, so much commitments, responsibilities in this fast moving world. When you find time to remember God, to remember Guru, that itself is possible by His grace. So we all need to be thankful for that. All of us who are in this beautiful satsangam, you have all come here with that belief that you can remember God, God's stories, God's puranas, right? So that itself is possible with His grace. Next, compassion. Guru and Ishvara, they show us so much compassion. All of us make mistakes. Nobody is perfect here. All of us make mistakes internally, externally. If not externally, by thought, thinking wrong, bad about others, internally we make mistakes. Nobody would deny the fact. All of us sometimes get angry about somebody and talk ill about others. If not talk outside, at least think within ourselves ill about others. That itself is a sin. But Guru is giving us the compassion and accepting us despite all these mistakes. That's the beauty of Guru's Anugraham. So the shloka which I chanted initially, Apara Karuna Sindhum Jnanadam Shanta Rupinam Shri Chandrasekhara Gurum Pranamami Mudanvaham. This is a shloka on Kanchi Mahaswamigal, Chandrasekharendra Saraswati Swamigal, which says, Apara Karuna Sindhum. Apara means limitless. There is no limit to the compassion that He is showing on us. Karuna Sindhum. Sindhu means ocean. It is not a compassion like a water in the pond. It is a compassion which is similar to an ocean. Ocean is limitless, endless, vast, isn't it? So compassion of Guru is limitless and vast. So there is a beautiful song written by Kavi Kannan on Kanchi Mahaswamigal, focusing on this aspect of compassion. Tamarai malarunju kandeen Jnana tamarai malarunju kandeen Tavama munivarin uruvinile Jnana tamarai malarunju kandeen Karunai விழிகள் கனிவுடன் நோக்கிட கரங்கள் அன்புடன் ஆசியும் நல்கிட இருபத மலர்கள் இன்னல்கள் களைந்திட கமலர்கள் இன்னல்கள் களைந்திட திருவாய் மலரோம் அருளுரை பொழிந்திட திருவாய் மலரோம் அருளுரை பொழிந்திட தாமரை மலரொன்று கண்டேன் தவமா முனிவரின் உருவினிலே ஞான தாமரை மலரொன்று கண்டேன். Beautiful Sharanam, which says Karunai Vedigal, the eyes that are full with compassion. Karangal anbudan ashiyam nalgida, the hand is used for blessing the devotees. So this is a beautiful shloka which reiterates the aspect of compassion. And there is one more example, incident that happened. All of you must have heard of this name, Paul Brenton. If not, Paul Brenton was very important to spread the fame of Ramana Maharishi in the Western countries. He took the preaching spirituality from Bharatadesham. He was instrumental in spreading the importance of Ramana Maharishi in the Western countries. So Paul Brenton once went to Kanchipuram to meet Kanchi Mahaswamigal. He had so many questions. He went with a checklist of so many questions, spiritual questions. He had allocated some 30 minutes. He had a 30-minute appointment or so with Kanchi Mahaswamigal to ask and get clarification for all these spiritual questions. But what happened? Something magic happened. When he went to the place where Mahaswamigal was there, when he went before him, when he sat before him with a list of questions waiting to ask, when he saw Mahaswamigal, he was in complete tears. He was mesmerized. He was just blown away by the compassion and grace of Guru. The radar look, that's what they say. When Mahaperiva was just gazing at Paul Brenton, all that he wanted to know, all the questions he wanted to clarify with Mahaswamigal, everything he got answered. For every question he got answers just by that look. So why I mentioned this incident, that's the importance and grace of Guru's Sannidhi and Guru's compassion. So this is a great blessing that Paul Brenton had. Now coming to the last topic, that is Guru Padhuka Mahima. This is a very, very important topic. All of you might have question. My Guru is not alive anymore. He has attained Mahasamadhi. What do I do? If you happen to get the Guru Padhuka is a representative of Guru's lotus feet. Because generally, the lotus feet contains all the compassion and grace of be it Guru or Ishwaran. So if you happen to have the Guru Padhuka in your house, then the place itself becomes a temple, because the Padhuka is no different from a Guru. You need to give equal reverence, respect, do puja, worship to the Padhuka. If you're fortunate enough to have your Guru's Padhuka, the place becomes like a temple. One good example from our scripture, again Ramayana, King Bharata took Rama's Padhuka. All of you might know the story. Took the Padhuka of Ramachandra Murthy and did Rajyam for 14 years. He was waiting for Ramachandra Murthy. Until then, Rama's Padhuka ruled the kingdom for not just few months or few days, for 14 years. So he had the same respect to the Padhuka as well. In fact, they say the Simhasanam which carried the Padhuka in Ayodhya was very happy, it seems. Why? Because the Padhuka did not move away at all, even for a second. The Padhuka was placed in the Simhasanam continuously for 14 years. Whereas if Ramachandra Murthy himself had come and sat in that Simhasanam, he would just get up, go, come back the next day. The Padhuka, meanwhile, the Padhuka did not move at all. So that's the beauty of, that's what they say, a good example of how a Guru Padhuka had got so much respect, reverence. It's a representative of Guru's lotus feet. Likewise, Krishna Paramatma, before going to Vaikuntha, Krishna gave his Paduka to Uddhava. Krishna also instructed, you take this Paduka, keep it in Badrikashramam and do worship to my Paduka. So this itself is an assurance that Paduka is of so much reverence. It contains so much grace and compassion similar to Guru or Ishvara himself. So there is a beautiful shloka which all of you, if possible, have to recite. There are 2 shlokas written by Adi Shankara Bhagavad Padal. Guru Paduka Stotram, that is one shloka which he sang when he met his Guru in Madhya Pradesh, Narmada river for the first time. When he met his Guru Govinda Bhagavad Padal, before entering the cave, he saw the sandals or the Paduka of Govinda Bhagavad Padal. When he saw that Paduka, Bhagavad Padal went into trance, went into higher state and started singing this beautiful Paduka Stotram. Ananta samsara samudratara naukayitabhyam Guru Bhakti tabhyam vairagya samrajyada pujanabhyam Namo Namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam Namo Namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam. This means I salute at the feet, the lotus feet of the Guru Paduka, which is capable of helping me to cross this endless ocean called samsara. Because the samsara is an endless cycle, right? Birth, death, birth, death. How many human lifetimes, human births we need to take? We don't know. But with the help of Guru who comes like a boat, in the ocean, if you don't know swimming, if some boat comes and takes you, you feel very relieved and relaxed. You feel very thankful. Likewise, Guru comes to each one of our lives to rescue us from this ocean called samsara. So that's what this beautiful shloka explains. The next shlokam which Bhagavad Padal has composed is called Guru Paduka Panchakam, which says Jagat Janis Tema Layalayabhyam Aganya Punyodaya Bhavitabhyam Trayi Shiro Jata Nivedithabhyam Namo Namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam. That's how it goes. This is also a very powerful shloka when chanted in the early mornings. It is believed that even if you don't have a Paduka at home, don't worry. If you chant this Guru Paduka Panchakam in the mornings, it is believed that Guru himself comes to our house and blesses us. So that belief is very important. And by saying all these things, like how Guru Bhakti has to be, the inspirations from Puranas, how does Guru grace look like, what does Guru Anugraham mean, why do we need a Guru, with all these things, Guru Padhuka Mahima, we need to be constantly praying to Ishwaran and Guru to give us that selfless bhakti. We need to completely surrender at the feet of Guru. We will be able to easily attain the grace of Ishwaran with the help of Guru's grace. So we need to constantly pray to God to give us that maturity, to give us manas shanti. So with the help of Guru's grace, we will be able to attain manas shanti, that is peace of mind. We will be able to get clarity in words, thoughts and deeds. We will be able to get that happiness or the permanent bliss. Happiness is not temporary with Guru's grace. It is always there. It is always there inherent with all of us. At the time of difficulty, at the time of, at joyous times, any time that it is always there inherently. So that Anandam, Sachidanandam is what they say. So we need to constantly keep praying to give us the right Guru. If you've already gotten a Guru, please visit him regularly, pray to him, chant all these shlokas and pray to him to give us that contentment in life, to give us that acceptance in life, to accept anything that comes our way, because everything is his blessing. to give us that highest maturity with which we will be able to cross this toughest ocean. Definitely, it is the toughest ocean called the samsara. So, with the help of His grace, effortlessly we can cross this samsara because He comes as a boat to all of us. With that, I thank the organizers of Shri Shankara Hall, Kolkatta, Mr. Karthikeyan Mama for giving me this opportunity. I also thank my mentor Rajani Arjun Shankar, who initially introduced me to this forum. I also thank and pray to all the Guru Acharyas from Guru Parampara. I thank the audience for listening, for joining and listening today's satsang. I pray to Guru to bless us all with that maturity, with that jnana and manas shanti and happiness throughout our lives. Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala. 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 Namaskaram.